Now, the niqab, a head covering worn by some Muslim women, has been a major talking point in this election campaign, much to the chagrin of many voters. Now, I'd like to ask you, panel, what has the impact of the niqab debate been on this election?
The effect is that it's a complete distraction. It's a strategy by the Conservative Party. I think that's kind of widely accepted. And yes, it's an issue for maybe Quebec, but it's not a national issue. It's not people's housing. It's not their quality of life at all. It's not their income. It's a real distraction.
I agree it's a distraction, and I think it's one that has really come back to bite the Conservatives, because I think, oddly enough, it's been an issue that's actually polarized the nation and brought a lot of people out to vote, and they've maybe lost some seats over it. So.
Well, I think it is a distraction. It has polarized the country. I think it's very strategic on behalf of the Conservatives. They are appealing to their base, and they're trying to win back these Quebec seats. And this is a very, very intended target that they're going at with this. But it's a non-issue, and it's an issue that's taking away from other very important issues that we're no longer discussing, such as missing and murdered Indigenous women in this country. So we haven't heard about this for weeks on the campaign, and Mr. Harper chooses to not address them. Yet we're talking about a non-issue in this, when very few people are actually having this kind of outcome out there in the world.
Absolutely, and I mean, one of the pledges that Harper has made is that he would consider banning niqabs amongst federal employees. But to put that in perspective, a 2011 study found that only 1.8% of federal employees are even Muslim women, and of course only some of them would even consider wearing the niqab.
However, that said, I think whether it's 2% or it's 100%, having any kind of legislation that bans women or anybody from wearing a religious garment or anything at all, I think is an issue, especially in a country like Canada.
Mm-hmm. Now, so I just wanted to shift gears a little bit. Sean, there is a very unique situation in which Stephen Harper could, in fact, retain his role as Prime Minister, even if the Conservatives don't have the most seats.
Right. So by convention with our Constitution is that the Prime Minister will remain Prime Minister even after the election results are in. It's up to the Prime Minister to actually resign and to concede to another party, at which point the Governor General would seek out a leader to replace him. But it could be if Harper at the end of the night says, this is a very close minority and I think I can still get the support of the House, he could very well remain the Prime Minister even though he has not the majority of the seats in the House of Commons.
Absolutely.
Very unlikely, though. We've heard the Liberals and the NDP quite forcefully say that they will not tolerate any bit of Harper. So it seems like he's gone, no matter what.
Of course, some polls in other elections, most notably the United Kingdom, have been wrong, so we'll have to see. And Nadine, back to you.